Did you know your cat could be healthier, happier, and virtually pain-free for their entire life, using nothing but simple foods you already have in your pantry? It sounds like a bold claim, but the reality is that most cat owners are trapped in a cycle of spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars on emergency vet visits, synthetic supplements, and overpriced prescription bags of kibble. What if I told you the answer to chronic inflammation, kidney health, and digestive distress is already sitting in your kitchen, waiting to be discovered? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on 14 specific superfoods that can fix almost everything. We aren't just talking about treats. We are talking about biological interventions. From the shocking truth about dairy to a specific spice that works better than pharmaceuticals, we are revealing the full protocol. Let's count them down. 1. The omega powerhouse, sardines. Most cat owners walk right past the canned fish aisle in the grocery store, and unfortunately, their cat pays the ultimate price in the form of dull coats and stiff joints. But here is the secret: sardines are perhaps the single highest natural source of omega-3 fatty acids you can give your cat. The biological protocol: omega-3s are not optional for a cat. They are essential building blocks for every cell membrane. They perform 3 critical functions: systemic anti-inflammation, they target joints, skin, and internal organs; dermatological transformation, they turn a dry, brittle coat into a thick, shimmering mane; neurological shielding, they support brain function and eye development, especially in kittens. Ale and Mark study from Colorado State University's veterinary teaching hospital confirmed that cats receiving regular omega-3s showed measurable improvement in just 6 weeks. How to serve: 1 small sardine to 2-3 times per week. It must be packed in plain water only. Never use sardines in oil or brine, as oil adds unnecessary calories and brine is dangerously high in sodium. Your cat will lose their mind for the scent, and you will see the results in 30 days. 2. The great regulator: plain pumpkin. If you've ever dealt with a cat that alternates between constipation and diarrhea, you know how frustrating it is. Enter the pumpkin, a food so cheap and effective it shocks every owner who finally tries it. Why it works: pumpkin contains unique soluble fiber. When there is diarrhea, this fiber absorbs excess water to firm up the stool. When there is constipation, it adds bulk and moisture to push things through. Beyond digestion, it's a goldmine of beta-carotene, potassium, and zinc. Researchers at Tufts University highlight fiber as the missing link in modern commercial cat food, and pumpkin fixes that gap instantly. Dosage: 1 teaspoon daily for small cats, up to 2 teaspoons for larger breeds. Always ensure the label says 100% pure pumpkin. Never use spy filling. 3. The gold standard: eggs. Eggs are about to change your perspective on feline protein. In the world of veterinary nutrition, eggs are the gold standard benchmark used to measure all other proteins. The science of survival: cats are obligate carnivores. They require high-quality animal protein because their bodies cannot synthesize certain essential amino acids themselves. 1 single egg contains every single essential amino acid your cat needs. It also provides biotin, the secret weapon against excessive shedding. The warning: always cook them. Raw egg whites contain avidin, which blocks the absorption of biotin, canceling out the benefits you're trying to provide. Serve 1 scrambled or hard-boiled egg 3 times a week. No butter, no salt, and no seasoning. 4. The liquid medicine: bone broth. If there is one food that acts like a pharmaceutical-grade healing agent, it's bone broth. It is the ultimate recovery tool for sick, dehydrated, or elderly cats. The healing trio: bone broth is rich in collagen, glucosamine, and chondroitin. These compounds rebuild joint cartilage and seal a damaged gut lining. Furthermore, it's always the silent killer of cats' chronic dehydration. Since cats have a low thirst drive, bone broth fixes this naturally by providing a hydrating liquid they actually want to drink. Preparation: simmer chicken bones with water and a splash of apple cider vinegar for 12 to 24 hours. Never use onion or garlic, as they are toxic. Serve to 2 tablespoons daily. 5. The cellular shield blueberries. Blueberries offer one of the most powerful antioxidant profiles on Earth. The radical fighter blueberries are loaded with anthocyanins. These compounds fight free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. A study in the Journal of Animal Physiology and Animal Nutrition found that antioxidants in cats measurably improved immune response. The senior boost for aging cats. 2 to 3 blueberries daily can provide the tools their body needs to fight infections. Lightly mash them into their food and watch the vitality return. 6. The joint miracle turmeric. If your cat moves stiffly or can no longer jump, turmeric is the answer. It contains curcumin, a compound so powerful that a 2014 study in the Veterinary Journal found it comparable to pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories. The 2000% absorption rule. Curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. You must combine it with a tiny pinch of black pepper, as the piperine increases absorption by up to 2000%. Dosage: 1/16 of a teaspoon of turmeric with a microscopic pinch of black pepper daily. Within 2 to 3 weeks, owners report cats jumping again. 7. The great controversy. Plain Greek yogurt is the exception to the rule that cats cannot have dairy. The fermentation secret: during fermentation, live bacteria consume and break down the vast majority of the lactose. What is left is a low-lactose food packed with probiotics. Since 70% of a cat's immune system is in their gut, rebalancing their microbiome with yogurt can fix skin allergies and chronic infections. Safety check: 1 teaspoon daily. It must be plain, with no sugar and absolutely no xylitol, which is toxic. 8. The bioavailable king cooked salmon. Cooked salmon is one of the richest sources of bioavailable omega-3s available to cats. Why salmon beats plants? Unlike plant sources, the EPA and DHA in salmon are absorbed and utilized immediately. It eliminates dandruff and stops excessive shedding within 4 to 6 weeks. The parasite rule: never feed raw salmon due to the nonophyte is salmon cooler fluke. Steam or bake it plain and remove every bone. 9. The microbiome bomb. Theocomace the benefits of yogurt and multiplies them by 10. While yogurt has a few bacterial strains, kefir contains up to 61 different strains. The Recovery Master A study found that kefir improved gut microbiome diversity in just 14 days. It is the single most powerful tool for rebuilding a cat's gut. Antibiotics. Dosage: 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon daily. Plain and unsweetened. 10. Nature's IV coconut water. Plain coconut water is nature's most complete hydration solution. The electrolyte balance: it contains the big 5 electrolytes: potassium, magnesium, calcium, sodium, and phosphorus. This is critical for cats with kidney struggles or those recovering from vomiting. The American Holistic Veterinary Medical Association describes its profile as comparable to veterinary rehydration fluids. How to serve: 2 to 3 tablespoons over food or in water. No added sugar. 11. The blood sugar stabilizer. Chia seeds. 1 teaspoon of chia seeds has more omega-3s than most fish oil supplements. The hydrogel effect: when soaked, chia seeds form a hydrogel that slows digestion. This prevents blood sugar spikes, making it a key intervention for diabetic cats. The warning: never feed dried chia seeds. Soak 1/4 teaspoon into teaspoons of water for 10 minutes first. 12. The blood builder spinach. Spinach is a powerhouse of iron, folate, and vitamin K. The truth about oxalic acid: research confirms a cat would have to eat an astronomically large amount to suffer kidney harm. For healthy cats, small amounts are transformative. The protocol: steam it first to reduce oxalic acid by 30%. Serve 1 teaspoon to 2-3 times a week. 13. The mood regulator. Bananas are rich in potassium and vitamin B6. Muscle Mind Potassium prevents muscle cramping, while vitamin B6 is essential for serotonin synthesis. This can contribute to a calmer, more emotionally stable cat. Dosage to thumbnail-sized pieces, to 2-3 times a week. 14. The natural toothbrush. Carrots dental disease affects over 70% of cats